99% of people aren't going to think it's this easy. But remember, we're not 99% of people. You're watching self-improvement videos. You're top 1%. Remember that. Cut off stress or fix it. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? You need to, if you have stress in your life, let's just give an example. You have a stress about uploading on YouTube. That's a big stress for some YouTubers. Either cut it off, delete your YouTube channel, or fix it. Make free time so you have that time to do it. Don't make promises you can't keep. Always push yourself. Uploading every day is pushing myself. But when you don't push yourself, you're not going to make as much progress. But that's not the point. It's cutting off stress. Cut it off. Now, I had to do this with work. I had stress of that it was taking up too much time and that I wanted to be able to be free. So you know what I did? Cut it off. Some people, it's not going to be that easy. Some people, you got a family to provide for, but I'm guessing that you're in the younger age if you're watching this. You're probably in your teenage, maybe early adults. That's pushing it though. But when you're that young, you have the opportunity to cut it off. Now, there's some things that you cannot fix, like things that your family happens in your family. That's some stuff you can't fix. But for most of us, I'd think that wouldn't be a stressful thing. But a lot of things that we're stressed about are silly. They won't matter in the long run. They won't, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, it's not worth stressing because that decreases testosterone, all the stuff. It makes you not work as hard. You can't get in as deep of work. So if it's this minor thing that's like pushing you over the edge and all you do is think about it. I hope that girl likes me in my class. I hope. And that is awful. Cut it off or fix it. If you like her, tell her. Tell her. What's the worst she can say? No. Nobody ever takes that advice. What's the worst she could say? But I'm going to still put it out there. Worst she could say is no. Well, the worst she could do is, oh, you're weird, blah, 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 right? But is that really the person that you're looking for to date? That's where I'm getting at. It might not be the right person. So either cut it off, stop thinking about it. And you're like, oh, but I can't stop thinking about it. When you have that mind pop in your head, this is like a life hack, whatever you want to call it. When it pops into your head, push it out. That's how you get rid of bad. That's how you get rid of bad thoughts. That's how you get bad. Okay, That's how you get rid of bad thoughts. When you get rid of bad thoughts, just gotta cut it out. Say I don't want to think about YouTube anymore. Every time YouTube pops in my head, cut it out. Don't engage in the thought. Don't be like, oh, well, I guess one time won't matter. I'll just think about it. You probably spent hours and hours thinking about it. I did that. Don't stress about school. My opinion on school is that it's not going to matter in the long run. Again, not in the long run, not in the grand scheme of things, not in the world. Obviously, I'd still try in school. If you're in school and that's your goal, still try. But the end of the world is an F. I've gotten a lot of Fs. A lot of Fs. But it's not going to define who you are as a person. I was always told that. Never believed it. Hopefully you'll believe it coming from me. Just enjoy the wind really fast while it's blowing into the micro. It's like... Honestly, that's so dumb. I think that's what I'm going to leave you on. Just cut off stress. It's not worth it. I really can't think of what I'm stressing over right now. I'd like to give an example, but that's the great thing. I'm not really stressing over a lot of things. One thing, you know what? One thing I'm stressing about at work because they asked me to open up 2 months later. So I still have to hold on to the key to the place, and I have to open up and know how to do everything and close down. That's one thing that I'm stressed about. That I really can't. I could cut it off, but how I'm going to fix it is I'm just going to fix my mindset. I'm going to say, hey, I can make some extra money. I don't have an income right now. Extra money. It's all going to be fine. The worst that could happen is the place burns down. Just kidding. It's not the worst that could happen. If everything went wrong, I'd have to call the owner or one of the people and have them help me. That's the worst that could happen. Worst thing that could happen. Just think of that in your head. What's the worst thing that could happen? Obviously, don't engage with all of that could happen. Okay, I think I'm really going to leave you here. Click the video on the screen. It helps me out a lot. don't stress over some stuff, okay? Anything in your mind.